Hey everyone, just a quick update. A few game status reports the 49ers just released. Four players are out for Thursday night's game, and Talanoa Hufanga, obviously, with his wrist ligament damage that happened in the week 5 loss. Also, Jake Moody with a high ankle sprain. So those two players are out, but also Jordan Elliott with his knee injury. It's been going kind of off and on the last couple weeks. He is out for Thursday's game, and also Demetrius Flanagan-Fowles, linebacker, who had a calf injury from he also missed last week's game. He's out for the second week in a row. Two guys are questionable. That's Chris Conley with his oblique injury and Charvarius Mooney-Ward with his knee bruise that he suffered in the game. So good news is that both George Kittle and Fred Warner have no injury designation and they will play. Now the Seahawks are also dealing with their own injury bug. Uchenna Nwosu, linebacker, outside linebacker, is destined for injured reserve, like potentially Talanoa Hufanga and Jake Moody. The 49ers have not decided what they're going to do yet, but apparently the Seahawks are going to place the outside linebacker, Uchenna Nwosu, on injured reserve with a thigh injury. I don't have any other details, but he is planning to be placed on injured reserve. Also, defensive tackle Byron Murphy out with a hamstring injury. Rick Woolen, cornerback, out with an ankle injury. Seahawks have three guys who are questionable, all on the defensive side. Actually, all five of their injuries are on the defensive side. Outside linebacker Boye Mafe is questionable with a knee injury. Also, outside linebacker Derek Hall, foot injury. Safety Julian Love, hamstring injury. So those three guys are questionable. Two guys are out. So I mean, both the Seattle Seahawks and the 49ers are kind of limping into this Thursday game. This short week is never good when you're dealing with injuries or guys that might be questionable because they tend to not play, especially guys who are doubtful. They tend not to play because it's such a short week and there's very little recovery time. But good for the 49ers that both Fred Warner and George Kittle will play. I expect to see Malik Mustafa in the lineup for Talanoa Hufanga. The rookie has played, 5 games. He's had one start already. Kyle Shanahan said on Tuesday that the rookie, I think, he said the challenge is always communication back there as a young player. So you've got Jair Brown and Malik Mustafa playing at safety. Also, I expect some guys to be moved up from the practice squad on the interior of the defensive line with Jordan Elliott being out. So Malik Collins will probably be playing next to Kalia Davis. I saw those two working out together, the past couple practices. And Kalia Davis is getting a lot of tips and working with Malik Collins, like Malik Mustafa and Malik Collins. Also Kalia Davis. So Kalia Davis, also T.Y. McGill could get bumped up from the practice squad. He's a guy who's got a lot of experience with the team, so he could get moved up. And rookie Evan Anderson also has a chance to get bumped up from the practice squad. Jacob Cowing not on the injury report at all, so I expect him to be back at punt returns instead of Trent Taylor, who stepped up in week 5. So again, shoulder injury for Jacob Cowing. He should be back. But outside of that, not terrible injury news, but not great either. Most of the offense, obviously, pretty much at full strength. Still no news on Christian McCaffrey and his bilateral Achilles tendonitis. So Achilles tendonitis in both legs. We have not heard anything. Kyle Shanahan said that they will probably start to continue. Actually, it's not starting. It's just continuing to ramp up his rehab process. After this little mini bye, the weekend, the 49ers will be off. They potentially could put Ricky Pearsall, open his practice window, so he could be coming back as well. So kind of a tough game on Thursday. It's always gritty when the 49ers play the Seattle Seahawks, especially in Seattle. Huge temperature swing from the 98 to 100 degrees that the 49ers saw at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara on Sunday. It is 58, 57 degrees in Seattle, and it's going to even get cooler as night comes. So Thursday night, expect to be about in the 50s, mid 50s to low 50s by the time the game is over. So a lot of relief from the heat that they suffered through on Sunday. So hopefully they won't have any issues with needing to get hydrated. We didn't see anybody leave the game with cramps on Sunday, which is a good thing. So I think they were more prepared this time. Anyways, those are the updates I have for you now. And with Jake Moody out, the 49ers did sign a new kicker, Matthew Wright. He was with the 49ers for about a week or two, back when Jake Moody was questionable at the beginning of his rookie season. So outside of that, it should be a good game, always a fun matchup. I'm in Seattle and hope to see you if you are coming to Seattle. If you are, say hi. I'll be on the field early before the game. So definitely stay tuned in, subscribe, and I'll give you as many updates as I can until then. All right. Talk to you guys soon.